Great day, great day, great day. If you're trying to manifest the life of your dreams, of your desires, it first starts with deciding what you want. Everything works hand in hand with when you want something, when you decide it. That desire was put there on purpose. So decide what it is you want. And if the desire is there, it's yours. You just have to decide that you will possess the land. You will take over that portion of that, whatever it is you desire. If you desire to get off of a job that you no longer like or that is no longer appealing to you, it's time to make those things happen. But it first starts in the mind. So get your mind right to decide, how will I do this? And don't worry about the answers. When you have an intuitive nudge, follow that. Follow that. Follow that. I can't say it enough. Follow that. Because when you get that nudge, or you get the something, as we say, something told me, that something is your intuition, the infinite spirit speaking from within. When you get that, follow it. When something say do this or do that, take very quickly inspired actions. It's a game changer. It will change your whole life. And you take, like myself, I'll use me for an example. I ended up getting sick on a job. I was doing the job, all of that good stuff. Life happens. That's we call it, life be life. And so life happened. Okay, well, I'm pretty much predominantly the breadwinner in my house. So I'm like, how am I gonna make it? And one of those things is, you have not because you ask not. So are you asking the question? So I was like, how am I gonna do this? Infinite spirit, universe, God, whatever feels comfortable to you, whatever you call it, fine. I say God, universe, how am I going to do this? Where would this money come from? Where is this? And things began to open up. Ideas began to happen. I took action on those ideas. And although I wasn't in the best of health at the moment, I still did the things that I could do once I got back up and at least started moving and getting on my feet. So you can do the same thing. And maybe yours prayerfully won't come to a sickness or what have you. But if you dream of something, move forward in it. Try to do. You gotta pick someone who's at least some steps or many steps before you. They don't have to be a whole lot of steps before you, as long as they have gone through the process. So even when I got a coach or a mentor, I wanted to know and get with somebody who had done or gone where I wanted to go, who had made over $100,000 in their career and then doing it on their own. I wanted to tap in there. Talking to my friends who have never done it, or my family, they're only going to try to keep you safe, and they talk to you out of their limiting beliefs. So if I was going to give you some action steps, one, decide what it is that you want. And these are not in no kind of specific order. I'm really just talking to you off the top of my head. But decide what you want, even if it's in your health. And that's something I say, even from a body standpoint, from my health. I know that I want to be in good health. So I strive every day, and I'm doing the therapy things, and I'm doing everything to get back into a better place, even better than what I was before, even eating healthier, doing the different things that sometimes can be a challenge. But when you want what you want, decide, we're going to the other side, period. Period. We're going to the other side. Once you make your mind up, you can decide, we're doing this. So, one, decide on something. Two, start treating yourself like you want to be treated. Start loving you. Start being there for you. Start making a way for you. Something that I realized about myself, I'll cook for the husband, this and that, children, but do I take that same time, that same energy to cook the vegetables for myself? or to do the things that I say I want to do. You got to put yourself first. And it's not being selfish. It's like the airplane, the steward say, put your mask on first, then you help the person beside you. Because if you put their mask on, your cup is going to run empty. That's number one. Or let's say you put their mask on and the smoke comes and your mask isn't on. Okay, you fall out. So secure yourself first, then secure the next person. So put yourself first. It's not a sin. It's not bad. It's not selfish. Put yourself first, because if you continue to put you last, everybody else, the universe and all, because it's law, it will line up to put you last. Two, look at the things that you've overcome. Look at all the great things that you've overcome in life, whether that's a marriage, a divorce, having children, raising children, getting children out of school, out of college, what have you. Difficulties perhaps maybe in life in general, your health, on a job. Look at all the things that you've overcome and realize and celebrate yourself. Realize that you have the victory. Realize that you can help somebody else get across with whatever that difficulty is or was that you were dealing with. So realize your assets, the things that you have within, that nobody can take them away because they're your unique experience. Number three, realize that whatever happened to you, whatever they did to you, whatever they caused to happen, or the stumbling blocks that they tried to put in the way, realize that the infinite being is working all of that out on your behalf for you. So it didn't happen to you, it really happened for you. The things that have made me the most maddest seem to be the things that have blessed me the most. And I just really, I'm grateful because I realize in looking at it, it's a blessed place. It's like, oh, I didn't like it when I was going through, but that really set me up for victory because it made me stronger. It made me resilient. It made me want to go for it even harder, because sometimes even in life, and I look at it as an example, you take in Job in scripture. Okay, Job, everything happened to Job, but guess what? He could not take his life. He could touch his life, but he could not take it. So you got to realize, yeah, all of our lives have been touched because life be lifing, but he couldn't take our life. If you're still here, if you're still breathing, go for it. If you can't do it on the magnitude and the level that you had, start small, but start now. Start now, building that dream life. Number 4, if you have gifts and talents, use them. Monetize them. We are in a season, I don't know if any of you have noticed, but just look at how many big outfits, when I say outfits, I'm saying like stores or what have you. Look at how many big outfits are closing. Coming back to the time of the moms and pops. But this time, we all have an opportunity. We all have the time. We all have the space to create. You take like on these different media platforms, you can create your own channel. At one time, you might couldn't even be on TV, but listen, you can do whatever. The next thing, I think I'm on number 5, decide, or 4 or 5, decide that you're going to get out of those limited beliefs. You're going to let go of stinking thinking, because when you're down and deciding that I'm going to dwell on the negative, guess what? You invite more negative into your life. You got to speak on the higher things. It says speak on these things that are good, that are noble, that are true, that are positive. Think higher. Think on these things. I know when it's happening in life, it feels like it's really happening in real time. I get that. But don't focus on that. Don't dwell on that. If you can, and I know it can be hard because it was a challenge for me, don't even speak on it. Don't speak on it, Because when you speak on it, you invite the repetition. You got to speak the things you want. Look at your words as if they are seeds. Your words are seeds. Fill in the garden of your life of what you want. Try it for a week and then press forward and try it for 2 and 3 and make it a lifestyle. Make it a change. You'll see your whole life begin to change. When things happen, say, oh, that's happening for my good. God is orchestrating that to make it work for me. Think of it as I always get what I want. I can't use what I use. And what you use is the words. Your words form your world. If you can get that, if you don't get anything else from this video, and by the way, I'm Dr. Joyce Perry. Like and subscribe and share this video. So, and if you like it, and leave me a comment if any of these tips will help you. Leave me a comment and I will respond to every single last one of them. Leave me a comment with which tip that you will follow. Talk to me. Let's communicate. Let's get together. Let's strive. Let's maximize, because it's time. So another tip is, once you're deciding to change your language, sometimes you might have to change the people you are around. And I'm not saying drop everybody, but I am saying limit your time with negative people, or negative thinking people, or woe is me people, or victim mentality. You got to decide, I will no longer be the victim, because I am the victory. I am the victory. You're not a conqueror. You're more than a conqueror. You got this. So I want you to position yourself, and I dare you to change your life. I dare you to put any of this in practice. Put 2 or 3 of these things in practice and watch your life change. My life is changing like night and day right now. I would imagine even I will say this, from the last 6 months to this 6 months, my life has almost become unrecognizable. Just even in my life, my strength, my health, everything. And I've come a long ways. And so I don't really dwell on so much of, oh, this happened to me, they did this, they did that. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Everybody got a story. And I'm not playing small on your story. All I'm saying is, and I apologize that it even happened to you, but what I am saying is, repeating that story going to help you to do better? Is repeating that story going to get you where you want? Or if you're saying something positive of what you really want, that's what'll change the thing. That's a game changer. So yes, it happened. So I'm not saying that, but I'm saying don't dwell on it, because you mess up your present gift of life rehearsing the things that happened in the past. That's why the windshield is wide, but that little rear view mirror is small, because you're not to look backwards so much. You don't want to become stagnant. That's what turn into a pillar of salt mean. You become stagnant because you're looking back, trying to see something that has already happened. Why keep living there? Let's go forward. It's time that we go. It's time that we grow. If you need to speak to me one-on-one, I'm doing some intimate coaching things and giving you like 15 minutes to ask one question that I can help you with. And right now, they are complimentary. 15 minutes. You have your question ready. I really don't need the whole backstory. Have that question ready and tell me what it is you want to do, and I'm willing to help you. I'm Dr. Joyce Perry, the income maximizer, and I am the greatest strategizer. Connect, subscribe, and like. I appreciate you. Don't forget, leave that comment of which one or 2 or 3 of these that you would do. Thank you, and have a great day.